Special significance special significance of 4 types of food. Because I am doing some more light on expression. So basically I am just looking at the same thing. The benzene structure. So gas has no trouble. Gas is just like 50 plus 50 plus 50, 150 hours of work. That anybody students are always doing it. That is no problem. Because nobody uses a diploma because gas hours are not met. That is 150 hours. They record it. Oh, it's very good. I'll just throw some more light on TOK because TOK it is an essay topic which is suppose the student is going to now this year we have some students. So suppose you are the student of grade 12, you are going to appear for May 2014 examination. Then in May 2013, that is this academic year, not May, September. This academic year, that is August next month, they are going to declare, IBO will declare the subject titles, 12 titles they are going to declare. At TOK, they are going to declare 12 titles. It is popularly called as, you are called as the student of May 2014 exam. And TOK titles will be declared, when you are in grade 1, in the month of September 2013. So that means even now also those who are in grade 12, the students are not knowing the title now. In September, by 15th of September, they are going to declare. The 12 titles. Yes, the IB declares 12 titles. And they declare the titles, they see that the condition is at least any 2 are in each group. Relevant to this group. There are 6 groups. 6 groups are there. So it's like 6 groups into 2 titles. Becomes common. So if the title is like such that if you read any 2 titles, surely you will feel that, okay, this is similar to group 4. For example, I will tell you one of the group 4 titles now. Biologically, we feel that the person is dead, but socially, we feel that the person is still alive. Write an essay on this. This is all. It's a group 4 title now. So the student has to write, and not only with respect to group 4, 100 words, he has to write with some evidence of group 1, some evidence of group 2. Group 4 already he knows, it's a group 4 title, already he knows plenty of evidence, and some evidence of group 5 also. So if he writes the report based on not only the parent group, but involving the other 5 groups, then he gets the full credit. So he has to keep evidence for the other groups. Even the other group, in English also, it is accepted. Either you can deny or accept. This is the type of method. Means what I say that there is a critical thinking. You should be able to write your report. Not only you should not think only physics wise, but you think on a broad mind across all the 6 groups.
Sir, this is because TOP says probably that I think every subject is interconnected.
Right, exactly. Yes. So you have to get it's called as interdisciplinary topic. This exactly they say that TOK is the interdisciplinary topic titles. So that is what they are indicating all the group teachers. It is not that group 4, you sit separately, physics, you sit separately in your department, no. They want that all 6 group teachers should come together, and if a student is coming, actually there can be a session, POK session. When the student is coming, you, the 6 group teachers are sitting, you give your inputs to that particular title. Means you do not dictate, you give your inputs, and then students will carry that input and then will write it. It's not necessary that you have to dictate, because that is not academically honest. It is the academic honest is they are trusting, but only for internal. And the external they are doing. Their 40 marks is they are correcting based on the report. But based on the same report, we are correcting for 20 marks and we are doing. But external essay strictly 36 marks. It is for external examiner, because they are not trusting the internal assessment. But 36 is again I can easily put in 5 ABCD. 5 means you can say that see it is easy. But why I am not remembering that the range? Every year it changes now. I will directly say that 0 to 8 E grade. Anybody who gets E grade is diploma is not awarded, and it is easy to get D grade, because I can easily tell how the marks are given for excellent essay. Then 0 to 8 is E grade, then 9 to you add another 7, 16 is D grade, then 17 to add another 7, 23 is C grade, and 23 to 7, 30 is B grade, then 30 to 31 to 36 is A grade. That's all. This is how it is. You cannot wrong part because every year it changes. So basically, below you should not see that the student should not get below 10. Below 10 means you may fall in the E category.
So student should choose only one theory type.
Yes, any one only. Student is going to write. Choose.
Office choice.
Only one. Only one. 100 words. And it should be soft copy only. Not a hard copy. You have to correct it because most of the internals are sent as soft copies to the IBO. Again, the beauty for excellent essays, only excellent essay they accept hard copy. So far they are accepting hard copy. Excellent essay. Literally, I received the hard copy project reports from different countries. And that also they may soon replace it by soft copy, because every time the postal charges are very high. Whereas all others are already soft copy. Even the internal assessment of laboratory work, so far they are seeing the hard copies, which very soon they will replace it as is, because the marking is also a soft copy. Because I am an examiner, yesterday I received a hard copy, but for this physics subject, soft copy only I received. Because the students they write the exam, and there are 3 scanners are there now. One in Cardiff, UK, another one in Maryland, another one is in Geneva. In 3, they scan the papers. Within a week, all papers are scanned. The next week it is sent to all the people, all the examiners, and they are given a 10 days time, correct and submit it. So they scan, and that is why they are given a special, the students are given a special frame. The student, this is the sheet, answer sheet. There is a special frame is given. One student should not write after this scan, because the scanner will not scan them. So if he writes anything after that, it won't be visible. Then he loses the part. So again, we have to inspect, or whenever we take a mock examination, we have to really make such kind of dummy IBO paper where they are about to write within the frame, or whenever they are giving space of 3-4 lines, their answer also has to fit within that. So then the next question will start. If they are going to write on a paragraph or elsewhere, then it is a mess. Because then even when we take a soft copy, sometimes he says that I have written the remaining part in that paper. Still we do read it, but these are so messy work. So they should be trained to write within the 3 lines. So that is why the scanning, it is a scanned, a special frame is given. Nobody should write beyond that frame. Then it goes waste. Then it is not marked. Then it is not visible after scanning. So excellent essay is.
So is it 1200 words or 4000?
You are correct. Very short. Excellent essay. 100 what is TOP. TOP is 100 words. That is, because after receiving September, normally they submit by the end of February. In March, we send all the internals in the March. Actually, by some new schools, I received the exam essay in the first week of February itself. In the February month, they award the examiners. From some schools, they directly send it to the examiner. It doesn't go to IBO. IBO receives after assessing from the examiner sends to the IBO, but I received as an examiner from the school itself. From February, by end of March, I should receive it. If not received by end of March, then it is not corrected. Then again, the school does late submission, then they may not assess. But nobody comes out of that situation. If a student is not submitting by end of March, then the coordinator directly will declare that student is not meant for diploma awarding certificate. They will send a report. The IBO will be shifted immediately to certificate section. Because it may be a late submission or not following the deadlines. So that is why the TOP is 1200 words, soft copy, whereas external essays, I was writing something more on external essay.
Use that as
IBS says external essay, but I say it is a extended part of experiments. Here there are 4 types of 4. This is easy to remember. I have a silly method of remembering the marks, everything. That is just like very often when we buy a vehicle, we always try to have a specific number of 4. So like that, I wrote in this manner. I will tell you what is 4 hours. Is the time spent by that guy with student. So you have to record it. Now there is a special page called as cover page for the supervisor or mentor or guide. Then in the special page, 1 page he has to write it. He has specifically mentioned 4 hours I have guided. If he mentions as 3 hours, then the marks can be reduced. If he mentions as 5 hours, marks can be reduced. So I came across unknowingly, some teachers write 8 hours I spent. It is actually beyond the IBO guidelines. They use some numbers. Maybe they are not knowing. So I have seen some, they say that I spent only 1 hour with that student. Rest all he wrote. Again, it's a degrading for the student. Yes, strictly right. I spent 4 hours with them. Plus something like more about the student. Like the more you write that he has done very good report, he has developed his own ideas. There is a kind of holistically when you mention, he gets more marks. So the supervisor's report is playing a very important role, and this time limit is very important. 40 hours, the student has to write in the accomplishment page in the report that I took the student spend only 40 hours. Just specify in this accomplishment page, or the supervisor can also specify, besides 4 hours, supervisor can specify that I authenticate that this student spent only 40 hours. Actually, he must have spent 10 days also. In each day, 10 hours to perform the assignments. He will not specify that he spent 100 hours to write this report. Because then he may get E grade. Because obviously, any research report cannot be done in for 40 hours now. Some assignments will take 100 hours. but you do not specify that because it is your report and the student's report saying that I spent only 40 hours to commit the report is sufficient.
You write only word over there, you write students spent around 40 hours, more than 40 hours. You can use more than 40 hours.
No, that also not. Because again, it is what happens. Some examiner may accept, some examiner may reject.
Should be precisely 40 hours.
40 hours.
No matter if he has spent more than or less than, you should write 40 hours.
In the case, they are accepted more than 150 hours. But here, see, it depends upon the mood of the examiner. Some examiner can reject that and then give a report and the mark can be reduced. It's again the mood of the examiner. And even if you have proper evidence that this is how I use the mark. This is so to avoid that, it is this. Then 400 words. I wrote 400, but I am writing here exactly. I am underlining. I wanted to write 400 because it is synonym with the 4. Actually, exactly 300 words. This I am circling it of abstract. And any report has abstract. That abstract actually 300 words. I wrote there 400, only to remember because when I have to explain to anybody, so it's a rhythm method I have to remember. I exactly it has to be 300 words only. So 300, I have seen some students have written 400 words. And the bottom of the abstract, they should write the number of words. They don't write it because it has cost. Then literally, I have to count the words. I have counted the words when it costs 300. I have to report. And then there also, he can use that marks meant for abstract.
So when you count the words, is it counting each and every word, including articles, prepositions, and everything?
Yes, counting. That is literally I spend more time in counting. He is a boy. He is a word. He is a boy. 4 words. So like this, literally I count it and then I prove it that he has crossed 300 words. So directly it's not awarded to B grade, but the marks meant for abstract is 0. Whatever
Different breakup for different things.
Yes.
Different breakup is there.
Yes, marks meant for abstract is 0. So that is when we know that not to cross 300 words, we have to instruct the students. But at the same time, it can be as low as I tell my students as low as 250 words. That all are accepted, all the examiners. Because we need not to be exact at 300. Because by counting, it has become 301. He loses the marks. So 250 to 290 and then write the words. But one student has written in 100 words. Then what I do, it is underworded. Means sufficient information is not given. So 0 mark is given. So that is why strictly this is a range 250 to 290 words. Don't go up to 300 also. Because by mistake we might have skipped one word, a proposition, and it has come to 300. When he counts, if it is 301, the student loses that mark. So to avoid that, 250 to 290 words. Then he gets. What is what I said that getting a D grade is, examiner need not read the entire report. The D grade is based on makeup put on the extended essay. By looking at the hard copy, presentation, the makeup, title, directly they cross 10 marks. The other 20 marks is the internal partner. So one can easily get D grade without reading the internal the content part. So only by reading the abstract, title, the presentation, the getup, makeup, they receive D grade. So that is the reason I said that 400 is on the rhythm or exactly 300, but you receive to 290 to avoid any confusion. But as far as 250. Don't go below 250. Then the report will have look great. Now I said 4,000 words, this should be the content of extended essay from intro, the starting pages intro, introduction to conclusion. Means you need not include the front page, title page, you do not include the content page, table of contents, you do not include the abstract page, because there's a separate words. The page introduction where it starts, from there the code is entered, where the conclusion is done, there it should be done. After the conclusion we may write acknowledgement, we may write bibliography, they are not included. We may write all as appendices. Appendices may run to many pages, definitions, keywords and so on. They are not counted. So that should be 4,000 words. Again, and the title page itself at the bottom they have to mention 4,000 words. Again, don't go up to 4,000. A good example essay. You are never to reach the boundary. Standing at the edge of a train is always like death. Whenever we travel by local train, we will never stand at the edge. But it is always dangerous. You may fall or you may not fall. So that is why I always try to see that more than 50%. 2,500 to 3,500 words is the most acceptable. Yes, there is no mark directed. When it is below 2,500, some examiner may say that it is underworded. Then it is 2,500, I said, as long as you are 2,900, because sometimes if they really count, because when it is a 4,000 words, you take 10% of that, 400 words, can increase or decrease. Can increase. So to avoid that 3,500 restrict, write the report, don't go up to the edge of 4,000 words. Because the counting of the words, if the examiner wants to say that it is overworded, they can simply count and show the evidence. So of course, while counting the words, especially in mathematical example essay, the equations are not counted. Calculations are not counted. It is only the words counted. Tables are not counted. In that table, we may have captions like mass, length, time. They are not counted. So that is again, it's a very tedious work when I want to say that it's overloaded. So best thing is within the range you word it, guide the students to word it and then declare. So to avoid the confusion, because the examiner, if he is trying to count and then wasting his time, he will try to report. So to avoid that, that examiner should be within this range, and that is purely external assessment. This is the only one which is external assessment, and easy to remember. Four types of code. How they are marks are given, that also I can give. Before that, the time is okay. Somewhat I want to show how the marking is given, that I am not discussing, because there is especially for examiner, or when you are really on to the line, when you are really guiding, that I will tell you how the 36 marks is distributed. There are 11, sorry, I don't have 11 fingers, I am not with the ocean, but 11 fingers. I am trying to see. There are 11 points for that. So that D grade can be obtained without reading the text. Like title page, 2 marks is given. A good abstract, 2 marks is given. A good makeup of the report, 4 marks is given. A good conclusion, 2 marks is given. So when I add all this, he is crossing 10 marks. So the teacher need not to read the internal body of the report. The teacher reads this thing, okay, yes, reads D grade. So it is not necessary to be a research case. Then you will start reading slowly. Any report in the PhD report also, first external referee, he reads the abstract only. He reads the abstract, he will come to know what he has done. So that is the abstract. Many of you have done PhD or doing PhD or will be doing PhD. So the abstract plays a very important role. So that is why by reading the abstract, sometimes some referees may not read the internal. Then in the last minute of high value, they give the marks based on that. So the abstract plays a very important role. There, when I read it, as if I read the entire essay. That should be the motto. this is what is the taught in English also, PC writing. Good PC writing. It may be, see, 400 words, 4,000 words means with 300 words, you may run to 15 pages. The 15 pages content can be best understood by reading 1 page of abstract. Sometimes they may not really read it. When there are situations where he has to send the report within a day, he may not find time. He reads abstract and then he sends the report. That is reason, that is how the activity has to be maintained. And there are 11 points, we can check it. So in the next line, how to plot the marks. Because anyway, here we are not assessing internally.